Breaking news: Manchester City officially confirmed the signing of Marc Guéhi in a landmark defensive deal. Manchester City have officially confirmed the signing of England international defender Marc Guéhi, completing one of the most significant defensive transfers of the season. The Premier League champions announced the deal after days of intense negotiations, with all paperwork now finalised and the player unveiled as a Manchester City footballer. The confirmation puts an end to weeks of speculation linking the former Crystal Palace captain with a move to the Etihad Stadium. City's hierarchy moved decisively to secure the 24-year-old centre-back, identifying him as a key piece in Pep Guardiola's long-term defensive plans. Deal confirmed, after intense negotiations. According to sources close to the club, Manchester City reached a full agreement with Crystal Palace, following advanced talks that accelerated in recent days. The deal was finalised after Guéhi successfully completed his medical examinations and agreed personal terms with the reigning champions. City officials described the transfer as a strategic investment in both the present and the future. Guéhi's contract is understood to be a long-term one, reflecting the club's belief in his leadership qualities, technical ability, and tactical intelligence. Pep Guardiola's defensive vision. Pep Guardiola has long admired Marc Guéhi's composure on the ball, positional awareness, and maturity beyond his years. The City manager sees the defender as a natural fit for his possession-based system, where centre-backs are required not only to defend, but also to initiate attacks from deep. Speaking after the announcement, Guardiola praised Guéhi's development and mentality. Marc is a defender with personality, calmness, and intelligence. He understands the game, he leads, and he plays with courage. These are qualities we value highly at Manchester City. Guéhi is expected to provide strong competition across the backline, offering flexibility to play both as a central defender and in different tactical setups, depending on the opponent. Marc Guéhi's rise to the top. Marc Guéhi's journey to Manchester City is the result of years of steady growth and consistent performances. A product of the Chelsea Academy, Guéhi gained valuable experience on loan before making a permanent move to Crystal Palace, where he quickly established himself as one of the Premier League's most reliable defenders. At Palace, Guéhi became a leader on and off the pitch, captaining the side at a young age and earning widespread praise for his reading of the game and calmness under pressure. His performances did not go unnoticed, and he soon became a regular member of the England national team setup. What Guéhi brings to Manchester City. Guéhi arrives at the Etihad with a reputation as a modern defender, comfortable in possession, strong in one-on-one situations, and disciplined in his positioning. His ability to play out from the back aligns perfectly with Guardiola's tactical philosophy. Analysts believe Guéhi's arrival will add depth and freshness to City's defence, especially during a demanding season filled with domestic and European competitions. His leadership experience is also seen as a valuable asset in a squad that thrives on competition and high standards. Players' reaction. A dream come true. In his first interview as a Manchester City player, Marc Guéhi expressed his excitement and pride. Joining Manchester City is a dream come true. This is a club that plays football the right way, competes for every trophy, and pushes players to be the best version of themselves. I'm ready for the challenge. Guéhi also thanked Crystal Palace supporters for their support, describing his time at the club as an important chapter in his career. What this means for the Premier League. The signing of Marc Guéhi sends a clear message to City's rivals. The champions are not standing still. By reinforcing their defence with one of England's top young centre-backs, City have once again demonstrated their ambition to remain at the top of English and European football. Fans at the Etihad are already eager to see Guéhi in action, with expectations high that he will quickly adapt to Guardiola's demanding system. Tactical impact, squad dynamics, and why Manchester City chose Marc Guéhi. The arrival of Marc Guéhi at Manchester City is more than just another high-profile signing. It represents a carefully calculated move by Pep Guardiola and the club's recruitment team. City's transfer strategy has always focused on players who can adapt tactically, think quickly under pressure, and perform consistently at the highest level. Guéhi fits that profile precisely. Tactical flexibility under Guardiola. One of the main reasons Manchester City pushed hard to sign Guéhi is his tactical versatility. The England international has shown throughout his career that he can operate comfortably in multiple defensive systems. At Crystal Palace, he played in both a back four and a back three, adapting seamlessly to different tactical instructions. Under Guardiola, Guéhi is expected to be deployed primarily as a ball-playing centre-back capable of stepping into midfield when City dominate possession. His calmness when receiving the ball under pressure allows City to maintain their trademark control, even against teams that press aggressively. Guardiola is known for rotating his defenders depending on the opposition, and Guéhi's intelligence makes him a valuable option in high-stakes matches, especially in the Champions League, where tactical discipline is crucial. Strengthening an already elite defence, Manchester City already possess one of the strongest defensive units in world football. However, the club understands that long seasons, injuries, and fixture congestion demand depth and quality across all positions. Guéhi's signing adds exactly that. His arrival increases competition within the squad, pushing every defender to maintain the highest possible level. City's coaching staff believe that competition is essential for sustained success, and Guéhi's presence ensures that standards remain exceptionally high. Leadership and mentality beyond his technical abilities, Guéhi is widely respected for his leadership qualities. Despite his young age, he captained Crystal Palace and consistently displayed maturity, discipline, and professionalism. Manchester City value leaders who lead by example, and Guéhi is seen as someone who can influence the dressing room positively. Sources close to the club suggest that Guardiola was particularly impressed by Guéhi's mental strength, his ability to stay composed in difficult moments and take responsibility when the team is under pressure. Reaction from fans and football experts. Manchester City supporters reacted enthusiastically to the official announcement. Social media platforms were flooded with messages welcoming Guéhi to the club, with many fans praising the board for securing one of England's brightest defensive talents. Football analysts and former players also applauded the move. Many described the signing as smart business and a long-term solution rather than a short-term fix. One former Premier League defender commented, "Marc Guéhi has everything you want in a modern centre-back. Manchester City have signed a player who can dominate for years." Impact on Crystal Palace. While Manchester City celebrated, Crystal Palace acknowledged the departure of a key figure. Guéhi's exit marks the end of an era for the London club, where he became a symbol of resilience and consistency. Palace officials praised Guéhi's professionalism and leadership, stating that his development at the club made the transfer possible. The deal also provides Palace with significant funds to reinvest in their squad. England national team implications. Guéhi's move to Manchester City is expected to have a positive impact on his international career. Playing under Guardiola and competing regularly at the highest level could further enhance his development and cement his place in the England national team. National team coaches are optimistic that exposure to City's demanding system will sharpen Guéhi's tactical awareness and decision-making. A statement of intent. Ultimately, the signing of Marc Guéhi sends a powerful message across English and European football. Manchester City are not content with past success. They continue to evolve, strengthen, and plan for the future. With Guéhi now officially part of the squad, City have reinforced their ambition to dominate domestically and challenge for continental glory once again. Tactical flexibility under Guardiola. One of the main reasons Manchester City pushed hard to sign Guéhi is his tactical versatility. The England international has shown throughout his career that he can operate comfortably in multiple defensive systems. At Crystal Palace, he played in both a back four and a back three, adapting seamlessly to different tactical instructions. Under Guardiola, Guéhi is expected to be deployed primarily as a ball-playing centre-back, capable of stepping into midfield when City dominate possession. His calmness when receiving the ball under pressure allows City to maintain their trademark control, even against teams that press aggressively. Guardiola is known for rotating his defenders depending on the opposition, and Guéhi's intelligence makes him a valuable option in high-stakes matches, especially in the Champions League, where tactical discipline is crucial. Strengthening an already elite defence, Manchester City already possess one of the strongest defensive units in world football. However, the club understands